What is the date today? Oh, the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Did you actually just say that?
I did.
Are we live now? She just said,
Well, Sid asked, what day is it?
and she said, may the
Stop.
4th be with you.
No, I'm laughing.
Do you know, people love when you turn red.
Oh, well, there you go.
They just, I mean, like it's one of those entertainment factors on our show.
Look at me. I can just see how red I am.
I know.
Leanne's sitting back there, and she's laughing at me, so that's not helping.
I know. May the 4th be with you, though.
May the 4th.
My goodness.
I'm such a big Trekkie fan. No,
Oh,
I'm
my
not.
Goodness,
Is it? Star Wars? See, I got it wrong.
Oh, it's not the, what's it from?
It's Star Wars, not Star
Wars.
Trek.
Oh, not Star Trek?
So-
Okay.
Don't send me any hate mails.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Good morning, Lori and Peggy. Yes, Tammy is full of beans this morning.
And I haven't even had all
And
my
somebody
coffee
just said
yet.
it, may the 4th be with you, too.
See?
They,
It just popped in my mind. I don't even know why.
that's okay. Oh, and there's Els from Holland. My goodness. And Susan from Grimsby.
See? There's going to be lots of Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have door prizes
We
today?
do have door prizes.
Maybe we should tell people about it.
Okay, so we have a Steady Stiletto by the Steady Betty company. Give one of those away. I have 9 Gingham Gardens fat quarters. And then I have a Teach You to Applique the Piece o' Cake Way.
Piece
It's a-
of cake way?
Piece o' Cake Way, yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, I thought it was a piece of cake way. But I guess that's the way they did put it. I thought that you were, doing your 4th with the
I'm
title.
done now.
No, you're not.
So we'll put your name in a draw, and then hopefully we'll draw you. All right.
And they're draw you?
Yes, we're going to draw them.
Draw their name?
Draw their name.
Or are you gonna be artistic and draw?
I can be artistic, maybe stick people.
I think you probably draw better than me. I kind of do stick people. I've never been much of an artist. Let's see here. Did you notice how gorgeous it is out there? I know it's not supposed to rain today because we had a lot of rain last night, but the buds are just wanting to burst on some of these leaves on the trees.
No,
now.
that I didn't see.
And I noticed that in our maple tree out front, and my daffodils are getting close to blooming in the backyard. Everybody else's daffodils bloom long before mine, but things are just bursting. Like even the little cherry, we have this little red hedge. And,
yeah.
And the red leaves are starting to come out, and it's just spring in its glory. So that is so nice. There's Isabel Clark. Oh, and she's in Barb's in Vancouver.
From Port Stanley.
Oh, and Gail Harris, good morning. We're sending you extra hugs. And there's Brenda Bowles.
Margaret Bergen. Diane and Denise. See, she's also May the 4th be with you. So it's going to be a good day, right?
Of course it is. And we had, just yesterday, came back from our May retreat. And there were 49 of us. And there was a lot of fun having, a lot of laughter. So it was really good. We had 2 ladies that were new to us, to our retreat, that came all the way from Sturgeon Falls. They drove down to visit family in London the night before because it's a 5-hour drive.
Oh, wow.
So that's a big drive. But very nice, and I'm hoping that we get to see them again. And friends that we're meeting, and people that just haven't seen each other forever again, and needing the social more than the sewing, because they were just so glad to be together and then meet up with other people that they have seen at previous retreats and just visit and laugh. And I will be putting the pictures from the show and share up that we had on Monday night. And I'll try to do it tonight. It might not be till tomorrow night, but I'll try to get them up this week. But there was a lot of participation. Like
That's
a
good.
lot of people got up, and just a wide variety of things that people were working on. And once again, people are just so good because, if somebody's stuck or they're not sure, You know, there's all this. Somebody will always dive in and show them, or explain a different way. And Ella, who I think officially is retired as of today, was saying that, and she's come to several of our retreats, and she's, one of those perfectionist people. And she said, she never comes to a retreat. Was there wine at the retreat? Of course, Mary. People bring their wine. But she said, she never comes without learning something every day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and she's always good for helping people. And but we know it's just like brand new beginners to, and everybody kind of doing their own thing, and everybody just visiting. But it was just more about the laughter and the visiting and friendships. Yeah, it was just so good.
Well, I got to come and see a little bit what goes on. I haven't been to retreat before, so I really enjoyed going and seeing what everyone was doing and meeting some new people. And it was really neat to see all the different things people were working on and just getting to know them.
Tammy was quite the rock star. They were just like, oh, it's Tammy from the show, the star.
Oh, yeah.
That they did. They were really happy to see you.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
But you can see it. But everybody has lots of room on those tables.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But isn't it amazing how much stuff people bring?
Oh, and then you just got to hear like how the friends, one little group that I talked to, that they all shop each other's stash before they go to the quilt shop, and they help each other out, and I'm like, it's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it is. It's really good fun.
I won't remember all their names, but
they were all very happy to see you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yep, Bill brought her.
Yeah, that was fun having a ride with Bill up to the Elmhurst. But so I'm sure everyone's a little tired, maybe recovering.
I know, I was sleepy. But I was quite glad to snuggle into bed beside my sweet Bill last night. Didn't take me long to fall asleep once I put my head on his shoulder. Anyway.
Well, what should we show?
Well,
you want to start?
Why don't we do this one?
Okay. So, we have this Daisy Bee's Knees book stand. I'm going to take it out of the box so you can see it better. It's metal, so it's like heavy. You can hear it kind of clanging. It's got like the little arm in the back. And,
And it's yellow.
It's yellow, so you just sit it down. It could be for your cooking or for your quilt pattern that you're working on. So it's like right there. You don't have to...
Yeah, you could prop your mini design board on there, like, for your block.
You could prop an iPad on if you're watching something while you're sewing, right? There's all kinds of uses for that.
Great use for that.
It's got a cute little bee. I don't know if you can see that embossed bee on it right here. So those, we have a few of them. They're $45.50, and they're made by Riley Blake. Oops, it's noisy.
And we showed light boxes last week, and I did want to say, if anybody had missed it, we have more coming in. I'm hoping we'll have them the end of this week, but we have more coming in. They were a big hit.
They were. We also have these new little books that are in. Maybe we'll get our link to zoom in. The Quick and Easy Block Tool. So it's a little spiral bound book, and then it has like your little blocks on top, and the different sizes that you can cut it to, anywhere from 4 inches to 12 inches. So you could have fun and design your own quilt. It's got some layouts and stuff. So there's that one, and it's $23.50. Then there's the Quick and Easy Block Tool. Same idea, just more blocks. Also the same price, and then the triangle tool. So that's using a 60-degree ruler, and they show you how to cut it and use it. And then there's more quilt layouts in that one. So those are neat little things.
And this one's the price was different on that one.
$25.95.
Yeah, just the way I don't know.
A little more information or something? I don't know.
Perhaps, maybe.
So those would be neat to have on hand for reference.
Yeah, they'd be a good resource to have for sure.
Then we also brought in these little note cards. Those say thank you.
And it's so nice to get a handwritten note.
They're $9.50. Yeah, this one's cute too with the lighthouse and the quilt blocks on the bottom.
So there's nothing in them, just so that you can write it. The note could be for anything, but
it could be cute gifts, for Mother's Day.
I think they'd be a nice gift. Yeah.
Another one with a little quilt on it.
And they retail for
$9.50. There's one more I missed. Okay. And then two, reminder, we have these machine cleaning brushes.
And you know, I
Oh,
decided,
she can't see it, or they can't see.
oh, but you know, if we can zoom up, they'll be able to see.
No, we're not doing that.
Come on, you can speak into the rose.
Oh yeah, you're gonna start dancing.
They're very soft, and I like this. Really, they do a fabulous job. Just to say, you know, I mean, you certainly could use it for powder and whatever, but it really gets all the little stuff on your all your threads and the fluff in your sewing machine. So they're quite good.
The smaller one is $15.95,
And the one that looks like the rose
is $24.95.
So they're another great gift.
Almost like a little duster.
Oh, and there's Terry from Sturgeon Falls. And Jasmine Moody. Jasmine and I grew up in the same small town in the middle of nowhere. That's so neat. And, oh, this is a nice gift, too. This one.
These little pin cushions that Arlene and I were working on. I don't know where hers is. Didn't make it onto the table. So it's a little kit. Everything's cut out for you. You just start sewing and you can play around with some stitches. The little walnut shells are in there. And that little kit is $15. So that would be cute to whip up or just give to your mom for Mother's Day.
Yeah, and you know, when Arlene and Tammy did these samples, this was the first time they had ever done anything like this.
First time working with wool, yep.
Yeah, and I mean, look at how pretty they are.
It was fun. Learned a lot more to learn.
But they are nice gifts, and you know, having them all pre-cut like that has been quite handy.
Some of you were also looking for the double-sided tape, the Bowen brand. So that's back in stock. They're $8.50 a roll.
Excuse me. And when we were showing the Libs Elliott fabric last week, we neglected to show you that we had two patterns by Libs Elliott that could be used for that fabric line. They're both 13. One is the Star Destroyer quilt, and the other one is Bloom.
See, we're back in the Star Wars.
You know, is that sometimes that's just the way serendipity works, isn't it? It's just who would know?
So they're 13.
Do you want to show this panel, Tammy?
Okay, so if you remember way back, not way back, but maybe a couple months ago, Lori Holt did a, what were those called? Zippy Bags or something. So now she's done a crochet bag, and so it's the same thing. You're getting a panel with a bunch of bags that you can cut out. These are some little smaller, almost like pencil case style. But on the other side, you have panels to make bigger bags.
And I think when we do it, because I think we should do up a sample. I mean, you could have the crochet on the outside, I think, which is the intent. But I think we'll do ours with the girls on the outside, and then this is the lining. So, I mean, so you have a choice, whatever you decide.
So everything is on there, all your directions.
And it's that nice, it's a home deck weight, and these are 25.
They're 25?
Yeah, 25.
No, I think they're 35.
You know what? I think I reworked it, and it's 25.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised, yeah.
All right, there you go.
We have this, and you know, we always have, like, we're trying to make sure just some ideas for Mother's Day. This little bundle from Riley Blake, Primrose Hill. There's always fat quarter bundles in the shop, you know, and different things you can do. There's always gift certificates.
Yeah.
So you could get a gift certificate and then pick up something that you might like that maybe isn't in quite yet. I did want to mention that the Hamilton Quilters Guild has their quilt show coming up in June. This will be the first one of the season. And it's Friday, June 3rd, 10 to 7, and Saturday, June 4th, 10 to 4. We will be there as a vendor, but it's always an amazing quilt show. And one of the things about this, it's at the Ancaster Fairgrounds, which is easy to get to off of Jerseyville Road, off the 402. So it's very easy to get to, but the facility is enormous. So nobody should feel concerned about maybe being too close, like in close quarters with a lot of people. You know, because sometimes you get into a venue and it's, you know, it's very cramped and you're trying to get around to see the quilts. Well, this venue is enormous and everything's spread out. So you shouldn't, you know, if you're wearing your mask or whatever, I think you would be very comfortable in this venue. And it's always a really good quilt show. Do they? Yes, they do take those pretty zippers too. Somebody was asking if they take those pretty zippers, a crochet bag. And the other thing I just wanted to mention is, we know that there's always people struggling with different things, and we're very much aware of that, with our customers and our friends. But I wanted to, I don't know if a lot of you remember, Star Ferris used to work with us at our shop when we were in the house. And so Star worked with us, and then when we moved to the brick and mortar shop, well, Star is very ill right now and really needs all of our prayers. And she was a pastor at the Salvation Army Church here in town, and they've moved to Kitchener, but she really needs our prayers. So if any of those of you who know her, that would be good. And also Karen, who had the shop, Quilted Cardinal in Beamsville, another lady that I heard of last night that really super needs our prayers too. So I thought I would mention that. Because Mother's Day, we celebrate all our mothers, past and present, and future mothers to be. Because I have a daughter-in-law that's going to be a mother next month. I can hardly wait. That will be fun, sending her Mother's Day gifts. So now on to something cheerier. I have some fabric we could show.
Okay.
So
the Northcott Crackles.
Yeah, so our crackles have come back in, and this is a great basic line, isn't it, Tammy?
It is. So they're $12 a yard. So they're nice to mix in. And our crackles section was getting a little depleted. So we ordered
That's a nice
a lot
blue.
of the colors. It's a
With
nice
some
gray. I don't know if you can see that.
nice
That up a little.
contrast.
There we go.
And then even look at this pretty teal with it.
So they mix well with other things.
And then I've got another gray.
More charcoal. And then this black is always nice. I move that up.
And then a nice blue. Kind of a bluey gray, isn't it? It's a perfect blue.
And then there's a nice gold.
Yeah.
It's called Sponge Toffee. Looks
Sponge
a little
toffee.
more gold. Maybe on your screen it looks a little green, but it looks a little more gold.
And there's a nice cream sponge toffee. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? And sort of a Merlot. We'll get on to Mary Weber's wine theme here. Sort of a Merlot. And they are calling this one, I don't know.
Teak.
Teak. And then we have a green. Sort of, then this is a nice spring green. And then this is a batik. No, is it?
This is not batik.
You know what? I think it was. It's not. It's not. I mean, it could. It looks. It's going to look like it. This is Turtle Bay from Northcott, and here's why they call it Turtle Bay.
Yeah, those turtles look really nice.
They're nice turtles. And we have sort of the water theme
to
going
see
here.
if we open that. Oh, see, it's
Oh yeah, it is beautiful. You can just lots to do. Yeah, Northcott does a beautiful job on these.
colors are really good. And how much are these a yard?
These are 16,
So there's the blue version.
so they'll all tie in together. Very, very nice. I can look after these. What would you like to show next?
We also have, if we're talking about gifts and things, these Lori Holt tea towels.
Oh yeah, these were fun.
So that you can just pretty much, if you had a serger or do like a small rolled hem, you just have to hem them and you're done. They'd be cute little gifts. And then she also has these little tags on the end that you could cut out and turn over and then, like sew on top of the chickens or wherever you want, just for fun,
Like not on top of the chicken.
Or I meant on top.
Above.
Above. Okay, so
I'm just having a little fun with you.
the English major.
No, I'm just having fun with you.
And then, of course, aprons. Moms do a lot of cooking, and grandmas, and so. Oh, I should turn them over. So those kits, there's enough in there to do an apron. They're 28, and they work up nicely.
Why
What
don't
we're gonna wear these?
Sure, we can put them on
Alright.
to show them. And they're reversible.
Yeah. So there's And you can, like, when you're making these, you can decide to put pockets on. You can decide to just do one.
Well, Carol Nan
Can
had
do
me laughing because
none.
she said if she has pockets, oh, look at that, there's something in there. She said invariably she has Kleenex in her pocket
Well, yeah.
for the laundry, but you know, they're really easy to make. But with the double width, they absorb,
Yeah,
you know,
so-
the whatever was on our hands that we just rubbed on our aprons.
See, now this matches you.
Well, there we go. Kind of does. Okay. Anyway, they're just great.
The patterns on their own are $14, I believe, if you wanted to just get the pattern.
Yeah, so we do have a few of these kits at really reasonable prices. I think they're $28. So, you know, you're getting 2 yards of fabric and a pattern.
Should we talk about the quilt behind us?
Well,
Or do you want to wait a little longer?
well, it depends what's behind the quilt.
This.
Okay. Well, I guess we could talk about this quilt.
Yeah, we're really organized, aren't we? So this quilt, if you remember, we've probably shown it a couple times before. This is our beginner's quilt that we're doing the 8 weeks every Thursday, starting May 26th to July 14th. So Thursday mornings from 10 to 12. So you're going to start off your first class with Gladys. She's going to go over color selection and all the things that you need. What else am I missing?
Yeah, she's going to teach you how to talk about colors, talk about fabrics and textures. But by the time you're finished this quilt, you'll have made flying geese, triangles, 4 patches, everything, all the things that are in this quilt will be covered. And the beautiful thing about this quilt, I mean, it's a beautiful pattern, is that it's made from one jelly roll.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not having to pick out a whole bunch of fabrics. It's one jelly roll background, and then if you choose, you can select a border that will complement it. So just one jelly roll, so it's not a big, hard decision, but it's a very worthwhile class.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know people who've been sewing for years have taken the class and then just, you know, it's just been that eye-opener and away they go, because she has so many tips and tricks and ways to do things easier. And so it's always been a very well appreciated class.
So the pattern is called Warmth in Our Stars. We're only going to have it with the beginner class. Should also mention that when you're done the quilt, it should be 88 by 88. So it's a fairly good size when you're all done.
Yeah, it'll end, and then with the border on it, you know, a queen size quilt.
Yeah, so you're coming away with quite a bit. So it's $200 for the class plus supplies.
Yeah.
Just so that you know. And I think we already have 4 people signed up. So if you are interested.
Barb was just asking if we'd be offering this class again. The class, we try to run, now that it looks like we're hoping that we're getting back to normal. We try to run a beginner's class at least 3 to 4 times a year. So there's usually one on the go.
So probably another one in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'll take that.
Okay. So we have these, this panel behind us. We'll leave it up. But there's these 1 yard cuts that go with it. Maybe we can go down and you can kind of see all the variety.
Oh, these are spring and happy, aren't they?
Yeah, so we thought, you know, we need some bright colors. There's lots of yellows and greens. Reminds you of everything coming up.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And so the panel, you could keep it together, or you could cut it up. You know, you've got your blocks. I say, oh, happy day. Old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshine are hard to beat. Find your happy place.
Anything is possible. Be the sunshine. They could be pillows.
Mm-hmm.
They could be blocks. They could be scattered throughout your quilt. So lots of possibilities here.
Yeah, you could cut them out and do like rail fence around them, or 4 patches, 9 patches.
Okay, so how much is this bundle?
Well, that's, you know, a great question. Did we forget that?
That's so much fun. Well, if you're interested, you just let us know, and we will surprise you with an awesome price on this.
And
Because
maybe...
I don't know that we priced
No, I
them.
don't think...
Yeah.
No, you know what? That was one thing where we slacked on.
Because how many yards of fabric in
I
here?
think it's 13, right? Because they're a yard each.
So
Yep,
okay,
13.
13 and a panel.
Mhm.
So how about $135?
Okay.
$135, 13 yards of fabric and a panel.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Now, does not sound like there's a great Mother's Day gift.
Have a lot of fun with that. And then I think we have a little more fabric to show. Some more basics. So when you're building a quilt, it's like a tone on tone. I don't know if you can see. It's got needles on it.
Yeah, little, not neat, pins.
Pins,
straight,
sorry.
straight pins. You can see it a little better on the gray.
So they're like that, but they're tone on the white, and that's a Riley Blake fabric.
Yeah, and these are $13.
And then there's also a creamy star. See that? Because sometimes we want some creamier colors, and there's one with writing.
Yeah, that's still, these fabrics with the writing on them still tend to be very popular.
I think this is little cherries, so it's also like the cream with the little white cherries.
That's pretty.
Oh, I missed this one. There's the kind of the rainbow pins.
That one's fun.
And then just, this is always a good yellow to put with a lot of things. We especially like that with the one line. Oh.
The one I just showed?
No, not Gingham Gardens. What's the other one? That Gingham Foundry.
Yeah,
that's a really beautiful yellow with that. And then there's like this little aqua polka dot.
We try to have some good tone on tones and blenders so that...
Another nice polka dot.
Yeah, that one's nice because this one is a little bit more tealy blue.
And then we have a soft Maywood flannel that has worked really well with the Guess How Much I Love You flannel.
It does.
It's back in stock, so we can make some more of those. Right. Oh, and we have one more little runner.
This is a beautiful runner. It's this is from the book, Lori Holt's book, Quilter's Cottage. Has a lot of really nice patterns in it. And this is what Darlene Lachance did. I want to make sure I have my flowers the right way up.
Yes.
And we have it hanging in the store. It is so
It's very cute.
pretty.
It's very wide too, so it could be a bed runner, a table runner.
Yeah, you can see we could just kind of ta-da, ta-da. But it's beautiful. And it's so springy and happy.
So that runner is in this book, and the book is $32.50. There's some other projects in there too. She has some bonus projects with pillows. There's the Quilter's Cottage quilt. Where is it? You can see there's some more. I can't find it right now, but that big quilt is in that book as well, with all the individual blocks.
Yeah, it's just very pretty.
Okay.
And I think we still have show and tell, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And this lady is local, and we're all going, we just drew a blank on her name. But this was very interesting how she put this quilt together. Is it Carol? Oh, I'm sorry. But with the wolf panel, and then she's incorporated the one with the snow owl coming down over the cottage. She incorporated both panels into this quilt. It's quite striking.
Mm-hmm.
And another customer that we're drawing a blank. Oh my, we are so sorry. But look how pretty that is with all the purples, with that nice striking, with the contrast background. And here is Nellie Porter.
Mm-hmm, with one of her Advent quilts finished that she's had for a while. It turned out really nice.
Very pretty.
And that was Bev Steele. It was very nice and cheery. You can't really tell on the border, but there was some yellow that was like drawing from the center. It was a really nice border.
Sort
with
of that
it.
yellow and gray was quite striking. Oh, it was Linda Levins. Okay, thank you. And
Oh, that's Sally.
with her granddaughter.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that one.
I think they were in on yesterday because Bill mentioned that they were in. because I think Sally's going to teach her granddaughter how to quilt.
This is her granddaughter's first project. She made that block.
So so this is her granddaughter's first block, and she made it. That's wonderful.
Well, that's a good way to get your feet wet.
She's turning it into a pillow.
So she's going to make it into a pillow, and she was picking out fabric for a quilt, I understand. Yeah,
Very
'cause I think
nice.
Bill got involved.
Somebody's hiding. So we can't see who it is.
This is a 3-yard.
Yes, I was just gonna say that's Charlie Harper fabric with the
Mhm.
birds.
It's it's really neat.
It's fun. Good job.
Here's
Oh,
Marie Lingam, and this is just half of her quilt because we didn't want to get it on the floor. It had been a rainy day, but so it's just folded in half. But isn't that a beautiful scrap?
it is.
Marie does lovely
It's
quilts.
happy. Very happy.
And Catherine Lee, who was at our retreat, and she was with her friend Michelle Mason, and Michelle brought a birthday cake for her. And yesterday was Catherine's birthday, so we all got to sing and have some cake.
So is that her friend with her?
That's Michelle with her.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's her
All
friend
right.
Michelle with her, and that's Catherine.
Well, I hope she had a good birthday then.
I think she did. And on the Monday of retreat, it was Carol Nann's birthday, and I had booked us quite a while ago up to have brunch in the dining room, and there we are. And Karen Marshallton and Joan Barron also joined us, and our waiter Peter took a picture. So Carol had a nice birthday too.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Lots of fun things.
There were lots of fun things. So we're hoping that you all have a wonderful Mother's Day, and that maybe somebody will be cooking for you or taking you out to have a bite.
That's always nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No cooking.
I don't know. I'll have to check in with you ladies to see what will be happening in your households.
Will Bill be making a grilled cheese or something?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. I don't know if he can do grilled cheese. He can do tomato soup. He could do toast. Sure.
Maybe he has
He
to
can order-
expand his repertoire.
We can order pizza.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have a good
Oh
day.
yeah, you know what?
We like to tease him. All right, I guess we should draw some door prizes.
Yeah, I think he entertained the girls a lot when we had the store open on Saturday. He and Leanne did yeoman duty.
Oh.
Leanne was our superstar. He said they were just, she just knew the answers to everything, and he just cut and entertained.
So for the stiletto,
Isabel Clark.
Isabel Clark, congratulations. The little fat quarter bundle,
Pauline White.
Pauline White, congratulations. And then the applique DVD,
Carol Kelly.
Carol Kelly, congratulations. So if you want to let me know if you're going to pick that up or if you need it mailed, then that way we can get it to you.
Yep, so happy Mother's Day to everybody. I hope you have a beautiful spring weekend. And I think it's going to be nice weather on Sunday from what I was looking at. I think it will be nice. And some years the lilacs are blooming. I don't know if they'll be blooming this year, but there's going to be lots of other flowers blooming.
Mm-hmm.
So do enjoy. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, have a happy Mother's Day, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.